Hi, today we're going to talk about personal selling and sales management in advertising. Personal selling is part of promotion mix. Promotional mix is a promotional tool to introduce and offer goods and services produced by a company.
Personal selling is when salespersons use a process to engage customers and take a sales order that may not otherwise have been made. Marketing and sales differ greatly, but have the same goal. Marketing improves the selling environment and plays a very important role in sales. Many companies find it challenging to get marketing and sales on the same page. The two departments, although different in nature, handle very similar concepts and have to work together for sales to be successful.
Introducing personal selling. Personal selling is when a company uses salespersons to build a relationship and engage customers to determine their needs and attain a sales order that may not otherwise have been placed. The personal selling process is a 7-step approach: prospecting, pre-approach, approach, presentation, meeting objections, closing the sale, and follow-up. Personal sales meeting. Meeting the customer face-to-face to make the sales process more personalized. The sales cycle, more generally speaking, turns leads into prospects, suspects into prospects, and prospects into consumers.
Prospecting is the step where salespeople determine leads or prospects. The pre-approach is used for preparing for a presentation through customer research and goal planning for the presentation. The approach is when the salesperson initially meets with the customer and determines a customer's wants and needs. Once the salesperson knows the needs, he or she is ready for the presentation that will entice the customer to come in. After the presentation, a salesperson must meet objections or address customer concerns. Gaining commitment comes next. Finally, the salesperson must remember to follow up after the sale is made.
If the marketing department generates a list of potential consumers, sales will benefit. The goal of marketing department is to increase the number of interactions between potential consumers and the organization. Achievement, this goal may involve the sales team using promotional techniques such as advertising, sales promotion, publicity, creating new sales channels, or creating new products.
Definition: the sales manager is the person responsible for leading and guiding a team of salespeople. A sales manager's tasks often include assigning sales territories, setting quotas, mentoring the members of her sales team, assigning sales training, building a sales plan, and hiring or firing salespeople. In large companies, sales quotas and plans are typically established at the executive level, and the manager's main responsibility is to see to it that her salespeople meet the quotas.
Sales managers must also understand the big picture. In all but the smallest companies, sales managers are usually at the middle management level of responsibility. They supervise a sales team, but are supervised themselves by a higher level manager, often at the executive level. When a sales manager's team performs well, her supervisor will often give her the credit. But if a sales manager's team fails to meet their quota, that executive will expect her to provide a solution.
In conclusion, personal selling involves the two-way flow communication between a buyer and seller, designed to influence of persons or groups' purchase decision, usually in face-to-face communication between the sender and the receiver. And a sales manager must have excellent communication skills to succeed. She must be able to understand the sales plan and explain it clearly to her sales team. She must also be able to understand how salespeople need and communicate. If a problem such as unrealistic quota arises, she must be able to go to bat for her salespeople with upper management and get the situation resolved